day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 3-month progress report of the first-year students that is carried out by the Translational Medicine Center. I'm very honored to have the chance to speak here about my PhD work, which is about the effect of various agents on reproductive outcomes. So, my name is Dénes Kovács, and I'm a resident at the Obstetrics and Gynecology department of our university. My supervisor is Ferenc Banhidi, and my scientific methodology supervisor is Anett Szabó. I hold my vision sacred in my work, which is that all people should be able to create a healthy family, and my mission for this is to emphasize the importance of prevention and to help improve assisted assisted reproduction technologies. So, let me introduce you to my specific goals, which are, first of all, about investigating the effect of human papillomavirus infection on adverse birth outcomes. This is going to be a systematic review. And my second topic is about comparing the different compositions of endometrial microbiome and reproductive outcomes. So let's have a closer look at my first topic, with which I'm happy to have on board 2 excellent co-investigators. Now, as you might know, human papillomavirus infection got actually into the spotlight because of a German virologist professor, Harald Zurhausen, and he discovered that it is actually in very close relation with cervical cancer. And the professor also received a Nobel Prize for this at 2008. Now, human papillomavirus infection is the most widespread and common sexually transmitted infection with a live prevalence of at least 80%. From in vitro and animal studies, we know that HPV can actually inhibit blastocyst formation, endometrial implantation, or can cause apoptosis in embryonic cells as well. From observational studies, we know that it is also linked with preterm delivery, premature rupture of membranes, and pregnancy loss as well, among other pathological entities. But the results are conflicted because of this article, among others as well. Therefore, we aimed to assess adverse pregnancy outcomes in women with human papillomavirus infection. So, our clinical question is, are adverse pregnancy outcomes higher or more common in people who were exposed to human papillomavirus? The population are pregnant women, and the exposed group are people who were exposed to human papillomavirus. Our control group are people who are not exposed, and our outcome are pregnancy outcomes such as preterm delivery, premature rupture of membranes, or other entities. Our hypothesis is that human papillomavirus infections can lead to an increase in adverse pregnancy outcomes. The implication of our study is to emphasize the importance of prevention. We carried out a systematic search on the 10th of November on 3 major databases with 2 domains. The first one was about human papillomavirus, and the second one was about all the adverse birth outcomes. With this search key, we found almost 7,000 records, from which after duplication removal, title and abstract selection, and full text selection, we have managed to retrieve 27 fully eligible full-text articles. We are currently working on data extraction right now. So, let me get back to my second topic, which is about comparing the effects of different compositions of endometrial microbiome and its effect on reproductive outcomes. Not so long ago, uterine cavity was thought to be sterile, but recent discoveries have proved this concept wrong. With culture-based technology, we were limited, but thanks to sequence-based technology, we have now option for the metagenomic approach that gives us a much better view on the microbiome continuum. According to a few articles, lactobacillus-dominated microbiome is actually linked with better IVF outcomes, and therefore we aimed to assess how different microbiome compositions can actually affect the success rate of in vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. Our clinical question is, does having a lactobacillus-dominated endometrial microbiome result in better implantation outcomes. Our population are women who are undergoing assisted reproductive technology treatments. The exposure and control groups are women who have different compositions of endometrial microbiome, and their outcomes are reproductive outcomes such as successful implantation, miscarriage, or live birth rate. Our hypothesis is that lactobacillus-dominated microbiome has actually beneficial effect on reproductive outcomes. The clinical implication of our study is to get higher success rate of assisted reproductive technologies and to lower the logistical, financial, and emotional cost of these procedures. So, once again, let's wrap this up. These are my 2 topics that I'm currently working on right now, and we are hoping to submit these by May and July next year. Thank you for your attention, and let me forward to you the message of Miyamoto Musashi, which is that if you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything.
So congratulations again. My name is Tamás Fazekas, and I would like to have a question regarding your second project. So your PICO, that microbiome and the reporting of these 16 RNA assays can be very heterogeneous. So how would you like to make groups based on this? So what do you think about it?
Okay, so we have had this discussion with my statistical guru, Péter Hegyvári, and we are going to create probably heat maps from which we can actually quantify the different compositions. And this would be a good ground to compare the different groups.
Excellent, thank you.
What I would like to ask Dénes is, of course, the lactobacillus-dominated flora nowadays seems to be very, very important. Would you like to also go into details as far as the different species of lactobacillus are concerned? I mean, the crispatus or the other ones, because as much as I know, there are huge differences between these ones.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you for your question. We are hoping to get different subgroups and look at them from different angles as well, but currently there are no consensus on which compositions are actually the best for reproductive outcomes. And also we know that there are huge major shifts among the menstruals, like under the menstrual cycle, even in one person or one subject as well. So yes, we are going to look at them from different angles. Thank you.
I also want to congratulate to your nice presentation. Just one minor comment to the second slide. The name of the professor, Harald Surhausen, the Z is a little number because this is only a prefix. Yeah.
Which one? Sur is a prefix?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I'm sorry about it.
It's just a German name.